There was supposed to be a Roc-a-Fella documentary. Whatever happened to that?
I mean, we never said we started shooting that. That was something that eventually I want to put together.
Okay, so it hasn't actually started yet.
No.
I mean, that might be the biggest documentary ever
once
it actually comes together. Have you guys ever actually thought about doing like a scripted?
No, nobody's really thought about it. That's something that I thought about doing, but I'm at this point, you know, with my new media company, I'm pretty busy and I have a lot of things on the slate right now. So I'm just focusing on that right now until, you know, certain projects come back to the forefront.
Okay, and you know, you sent me a link to your new media company, to the partnership that you guys did. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so I just launched Bolo Media, which actually pays homage to my brother Bob. So I took the B.O. and the L.O. from my mother that passed too. Her name was Lorraine, and created Bolo Media, and it's a partnership with Valence Media. So developing new projects, looking to acquire projects, TV, film, short form, long form content.
Okay. But OG is not under that umbrella?
No, OG was done prior to.
It was done prior to. Okay. Has anything actually started with that partnership yet? Are there any?
Yeah, we have lots in development right now and stuff that's in production.
Okay.
Yeah, so
dope.
It's probably a little premature to talk about those projects now because I'll probably come back on once those are coming out.
Yeah,
talk about it publicly.
It's dope. You know, like I always say, it's easy. You know, like when we talk about music, anyone can get a hit. A hit record is something that anyone could do, regardless of skill level or talent.
I wouldn't say that.
You wouldn't say that?
I don't know anyone. If anyone could get a hit, it would be that much easier to have a hit.
No, but you've seen a lot of one-hit wonders over the years with people that were not all that talented. Like William Hung from American Idol had a hit song with like him doing covers of, you know, with a bad accent. You see what I'm saying? Like you see
I'm not
people
familiar with it, but I'm just saying hit songs aren't easy.
Right, but what I'm saying is, but you've seen lots of people that could do one hit.
I mean,
songs.
you can have a hot single doesn't guarantee you a long career. I would say that.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like a person can have a hot single even if they're not extremely talented. But you know, to see someone continue to do dope projects over and over again in different genres, that to me is the impressive part. It seems like in Roc-a-Fella, you were the guy that was kind of thinking outside the box with other projects that wasn't just totally focused on music. Was that accurate?
Yeah, but not just me. I think as a collective, we all did. There was just some things that I was passionate about that I brought to the table that, you know, some of the companies we were able to form, obviously like Armadale and Block Savvy, like, you know, jumping into tech, the sporting agency with, you know, Roc-a-Fella Sports that we had early on. Fashion was probably thought of prior to, you know, even before Roc-a-Fella. So I wouldn't say that's something that I came up with rather, but several businesses during the Roc-a-Fella time, I probably brought to the forefront. But you know, it was a collective effort. I don't like to say bigs. It was a trifecta, and everybody had their hand in something. And whether I did it or thought about it, they can take credit for it the same way. If they did something, thought about it, I can take credit for it too. Once it's under that Roc-a-Fella umbrella, it's not just about me, Jay Dame. That's Tata, Emery, Beehive, you know, all the staff that help us get there as well. So, you know, it's everybody could raise their flag anytime we did something because it's not just us, right? It's a team effort.
I mean, with Roc Nation, Emery and Tata went, you know, and joined Jay at Roc Nation, but you yourself did not. Was there a reason for that?
I wouldn't say they went and joined themselves. I mean, they built another company. So we sold the company and everybody went off and built what they wanted to do by themselves.
Okay. But you yourself were not part of Roc Nation like that.
I'm not a part of Roc Nation. I've never been a part of Roc Nation.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
No. I do everything by myself. Damon does his businesses by himself and Jay does his businesses by himself. Okay. Almost just like the PayPal Mafia, when they broke up, they all created different businesses on their own.
Right. But you're still very close to everybody over there. Like I see you and Emery, taking pictures all the time and hanging out and so forth.
Yeah, well, even when you got 10 and 12 and 20 friends, there's always people that kind of click up and hang out out of those, out of that collective. So me and Emery was always close from 20 years ago, and just maintained that same relationship. So even if it was me, Jay, and Dame, and we were out somewhere, me and Emery would probably be going off someplace in the club by ourselves. That's just how it was.
Yeah, man. Well, listen, it's extremely impressive, man. Like what you guys started on your own, and as an entrepreneur myself, like I understand the intrinsic difference between building up an infrastructure yourself, and management and office space and so forth, as opposed to someone who just joins a big company and gets a check. It's a very, very different beast. So I have the utmost respect for what you've done before and what you continue to do decade after decade, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.